Spent a fate point on that. Just so I can see if I can finally get charmed. No, I don't. So, okay. Try and get
I
again.
was gonna say, poor quality osteopathic choir is Sikispus walks into an execution and pays off the commissar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just take these off your hands. You can write down that they were executed and have a little
Wow.
extra money in your
Okay.
pocket.
No astropaths for me. Fuck me.
I'm gonna try and get Stormtrooper Carapace armor for our elite squad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna actually just give that a reroll, and then that's all my fate points gone.
Oh my god. Everyone
That
So what I'm
yeah.
hearing is since all your fate points are gone, we should have you go fight the boss now.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Yeah,
Let's just zoom over to Red Eye and take the boss real quick.
Oh my!
Mm.
How have I not rolled below 50?
Jace is having a good time.
I'm having a fucking mental
Minus
breakdown.
20 plus 10. Minus 20.
So fucking sick of this shit now.
Regiment. Let's see. Common quality. Nope. Mm.
I have not rolled below a 50 this entire fucking game. What are the chances?
How common is this armor? Hmm?
Huh? It's
How
very rare.
common is the armor you're trying to get?
It's very rare.
Very rare. Regiment and common. Nope. We tried. The dice are not with us this day.
Yeah.
Well, anyone else want to do an acquisition check?
No.
If not, I'm a bit out of ideas and just head towards the finale.
I mean, I take it you did yours, Julius?
My acquisition check?
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Alright, yeah, okay. Fucking hell, we did have some pretty
We are
unlucky
rolling
rolls.
awfully.
So, a group of 10 wearing astropathic robes walks up to the bay where your shuttle is and asks to be led on the ship.
More voices in the choir would be quite welcome. Unless you have something against that, Captain. I must say, despite my power, trying to reach some of the distances, it's quite difficult even if I push beyond my limits.
Marius just nods at you. This is your ballpark. Do as you wish.
Alright, well, welcome aboard. I will show you around. Come on
They
down!
state that they are a gift from the Father.
Of course, of course. In some way, God Emperor is the father of all.
Indeed.
But yes, we go. I basically show them. I imagine that after so much time, I have like maybe not prepared, but we can take another time as we are traveling back to basically set like a proper astropathic choir chamber and stuff. Alright. Despite not getting as much as we could get.
I will say Marius and Jace.
Haha.
As you all are going about, what kind of armor were you looking for again?
It was Stormtrooper Carapace armor for our elite squad, armed with Hellguns.
Damn it, Hannah.
Why you want to know?
She just sent me a gif.
Oh,
She knows memes too well. Anyways, Stormtrooper Carapace armor.
Yes.
You get a very shady looking individual that is offering to sell you some used Stormtrooper Carapace armor.
I don't trust it.
We did want some drugs.
Oh, why do you buy it?
Wanna buy some death sticks?
He shows you the used Stormtrooper Carapace armor, and let's just say it looks like it needs some repairs.
Are there certain markings on the armor?
I mean, of the type you're asking, no, but yes.
Okay.
Mostly laser burns and bullet holes.
Oh, these don't look like they'd hold up at all. I mean, I suppose we could put one of our 2 resident engineers to work at fixing it up, but
It looks like that it could be loot off of a battlefield kind of thing.
more than likely. I mean, I suppose we could put one of our 2 resident engineers on it, but I don't think this would be worth it, Captain.
I mean, you do have like NPC armorers and stuff. They're just not good,
Yeah,
but good enough for this. If that makes sense.
yeah, true.
Because like, you have a full Imperial ship. Sigma and Zoggle are not keeping it flying.
Mm-hmm. There's not enough time in the day for them to even repair half the ship.
That is true.
Like,
You think we do all the repairs ourselves? We have slaves for that.
yes, actually, basically.
Indentured servitors.
But like, Sigma's job is like, something major breaks, he needs to go fix it immediately.
Mm-hmm. Something minor breaks.
Make sure it's properly sanctified.
Something minor breaks. He kicks up both of his feet and leans back while his minions do the work. Mm.
And it's not even his minions, and he probably hates that they are there, but understands that he can't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, for instance, like, your shuttles and stuff have their own crew that service them, and they are not Mechanicus. They're Navy.
Mm-hmm. Sigma just gives them the side eye whenever he walks past them, makes sure it's fixed properly, and then gets angry when it actually works. Mm. Mm-hmm. Just hisses at them every time he walks past them in the hall. Alright.
Sounds good, Skispus. Sounds good. Let's see.
Alright. I mean,
So, do you take the damaged armor?
alright, this thing. So,
The price he is asking for it seems suspiciously low.
Mm-hmm.
More
Well,
like
Jay?
he's trying to get rid of it quickly than trying to sell it for profit.
Well, Jay?
I
This is your ballpark. What do you say?
Over in the distance, you see a bunch of what would they call it? Custodians.
I can only assume that he's trying to get rid of it quickly. That means that he shouldn't be having it, and that means that if he sells it to us, any heat that he's got on him is going to be redirected to us.
It's kind of like one
you
of those
see the Arbite,
things.
he's running towards him.
You know, if you like put a piece of furniture out on the side of the street with a sign that says free on it, it'll be there for days. But if you put a sign that says $50 on it, it'll be gone within the hour.
Mm-hmm.
It
Like,
seems to be
never-
kind of like one of those scenarios.
Yeah, it's like,
Like,
no,
the only
just
reason
free.
he's not giving it to you free is because that'd be even way more suspicious.
Mm. Nobody trusts the free. Mm. Well, what do you say, Chase? Do you take that not free thing?
I don't think it's worth it.
What the fuck? Mm-hmm.
If there's anything, okay, if he's trying to get rid of it quickly, that obviously means that there's some sort of heat attached to it. So no.
So is that a no?
That's a no, yeah.
Alright.
As you guys say no and start walking away, you see an Inquisitor walk around the corner, go up to the guy that was trying to sell the armor and shoots him. As he still has the armor.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I did say, I did call this.
As a matter of fact, though, you would have been safe, as
Mm.
you have a rogue trader.
Comes
And-
the present around the corner.
This Inquisitor looks very much like he would not want to mess with Jace, and in fact ignores your guys' presence there. Acts like you weren't there at all.
Well, I suppose we have free armor now.
Think what happened to his predecessor.
Predecessor, yeah.
Yes.
As you say that, the Inquisitor looks up at Jace, looks to the armor, shrugs, and makes his exit quickly.
Okay, well, let's get the engineers and the like to work on refitting the armor.
Just in the sense that, like, if you actually think about how terrifying Jace would look to like a guy with no armor and a gun, or at least basic armor, like Jace is actually somewhat terrifying.
Oh yeah, he's got what? Light power armor, two power fists, and 2 storm bolters.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, like rogue trader crewmates, they're supposed to be cream above the.
Here, let's say this. Have you
Others.
guys seen Iron Man 2?
Yep, a while ago, but yeah.
I would say that Jace very much looks like War Machine right now.
Only will at the shotgun.
Yeah. I can see that.
Just like, he's not quite Iron Man levels, but you know, he's got the power armor and the weapons.
Just more skulls and gold.
Oh yeah, of course. But just having like a minigun attached to his shoulder, but it's actually a bolter. Oh, I'm just watching the video that Simon posted. I mean, yeah, that's probably not very far off of what Jace looks like.
He like Jace probably even has the rear view mirror, right? Like,
Just anytime
Imagine
anytime he starts walking backwards, you just hear like the.
ding, dee, dee. No, you know this is Warhammer 40k. You walk over somebody every now and then, and everyone refuses to admit this is a problem.
He walks backwards and a commissar dies.
Exactly. And everyone is like, man, those damn Chaos Marines, why do they do this?
Because you guys do have commissars in your guard.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of how it works. And what the hell just happened? Okay. I apparently put Roll20 into reader view.
That's inconvenient.
Yes. It just gave me a chat, the chat.
Okay.
Yep.
This is not even life.
I was able to close it. Now I just have to wait for the 20 seconds or so because I don't pay for Roll20.
I'll be right back, just quickly.
Is there anything else you'd all like to do on Footfall?
Probably get some manuals for like armor splitting or.
You can find some of that. You do start hearing rumors of cult activity, of groups of people and people that are alone getting attacked and killed and partially eaten.
What could have possibly done that? It's not our problem.
Not a problem.
As he slowly makes his way back to Seoul, into Terra, to finish his goal of eating the Emperor.
The fucker is still quite a while away.
That'll take him. Maybe even thousands of years.
I honestly, apart from the acquisitions that we, well, partially got in some way, I cannot think of anything else that we can do to prepare. Because again, getting more stuff is just acquisition check and we use those.
I will allow another acquisition test if you wish to stay longer. However, there may be complications.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it's gonna be Captain's call, but
We've delayed long enough.
Yeah.
Let's just get out of here.
And are you now heading straight for Red Eye?
Yeah, well, we'll like stop at Melbeth just to check that the ship doesn't explode and then do it there.
yeah, that's fair.
Mhm.
You arrive at the plane. The ship combusts.
I mean that you barely miss the rift, right? Going like that.
Mm.
And actually, Melbeth would probably be even worse
Well,
because like that.
in which case, Cobalt then. Mm.
Right, we
Oh.
can get a straight line.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
imagine you'll like go to Melbeth as like a target and then chart out a course from there.
Yeah.
And
think
Mel, I think, is also probably one of those. Doesn't actually exist, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll check.
But we're not staying long enough, essentially, to look. I mean, if there's something here, there's something here that could be interesting.
Got a page.
Hmm? Is there actually something here, and not just a footnote about this place exists? Hmm?
I mean, it's probably a system you don't want to stay in very long.
Mm-hmm.
Because what does that sound like to you?
Seriously? Are you fucking serious?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And it was the Disciples of Thule that discovered this, which is the Mechanicus explorators out here.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm mostly like freaking out because isn't it like almost copy pasted from Agusia?
I mean, basically, except Gusia was specifically a planet,
Mhm.
Okay.
and this is just the asteroids and.
I am kind of impressed how it goes from a lore to like snippet to like basically nothing and then copy pasted basically nothing until nothing. Mm-hmm.
Basically nothing unless it's Necrons.
Mm-hmm.
the white systems obviously are the ones that have absolutely no lore because they just slapped them down to make systems in.
To fill up the
Like,
map.
and it kind of, on one hand, it kind of makes sense that you'd have more unexplored systems as you go farther out, but on the other hand, it also seems like they stopped trying as hard.
Yeah. I mean, there is this whole like unclassified, right? That's the idea that we don't know what's in there. You make it up as the GM,
I mean,
and then there's
yes,
the dead world, which are not unclassified, so we should know what's in there.
yes. Like you'd think like they'd at least like make a snippet other than, hey, Seven Dooms exists. What's there? Who the fuck knows? But it's special.
Exactly. Like
at least they had something for the Pulsar. Is that, hey, we know it's there because we have readings about it.
it's in the middle of a place you don't come back to. That's pretty bad, and you get that, right? Nobody's gone there, so it's something suspicious. But just dead worlds, nothing. Random Sheila booth.
I just need to find one thing. Julius,
All right.
please roll me a D100.
2.
Please roll me a second D100.
57.
Just saying, that second one that you rolled is Warp Storm, which is what you're flying into anyways.
Oh no, there's a warp storm. Navigator just stares at us and just like, what the fuck did you expect? Just imagine that you're the navigator. You're preparing to head into this stupid place that the captain insists is like you gotta go to, and you suddenly get the captain calling, "Oh shit, there's a warp storm!"
So, Marius, please give me a description of your quarters. Like, what would you have in there?
Opulent and overindulgent. Not quite gold, because that is tacky when there are all kinds of other minerals and stuff you can have out in the world. Strange carafes.
Yeah, like obsidian and black and green.
Look, we're not peasants.
Would you say have any paintings or portraits?
Oh yes, for sure.
What would they be of? You?
One of me sitting very dramatically, one of the home systems, and a couple of like different, like noble worlds, basically.
When you walk into your room, the painting of you sitting dramatically is a painting of a very opulent chair. The you that was in the painting is not there.
Well, Marius is very silently freaking the fuck out.
Jace,
Yes.
what would you be doing when you're not on the bridge?
Going through the various security reports in Jace's office.
Roll me at logic. Or in awareness.
I'm gonna roll awareness because my logic is
You'll get slightly different information.
Oh, I'm not gonna get any information at all because I don't roll. Yeah, there we go.
You see that you're not quite able to piece out why, and it's mostly just kind of annoying, but you see Mattias's name pop up about twice as often as it used to. It's almost as if there's a second one of him running around.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Strange, I have put them. Never mind.
Jace takes one instead of the point of this revelation.
Captain, I need a word. Ugh.
You need to calm the fuck down.
You call him, and Marius is like, please, sorry, I'm trying to track down myself from the painting.
Yeah, that would explain why you're showing up on my reports about twice as much.
Well, catch him. Painting. Look. I'm very creeped out by the fact that one of my paintings is currently missing me when it was a painting of me, and now it's just a chair.
I certainly hope that the painting of you looks somewhat different to yourself, because otherwise this might get very confusing very quickly.
Well, it has like he described a slightly different uniform he had that day.
I have a very important question, Julius.
All right.
Would Mattias have touched the painting that had a missing Mattias?
Yes, he like walks up to it and lifts it up. Are you behind it, Marius?
Roll me a willpower.
All right. I'll give myself a plus that buff because this sounds very worrying. Hey.
Whoa.
You feel a tugging as you touch the painting, almost as if it's trying to pull you inside of it.
Huh? Marius just lets the painting
It feels almost welcoming, as if this is where you should be. You are able to not be forced into it.
Marius like lets the painting go as if it was on fire, jumps back with a worried look, and goes outside, grabs a random crew member, and like sets him down in the chair. You look at that painting. If anything happens to it, you call me right now, and just leaves. Yes. Now probably random crewmate, just like, what am I doing? Why am I staring at a painting? As he runs to get Jace. That's like this. So yeah. First and foremost, Marius heads to Jace, and then, with Jace in tow, he heads to Sacuspis, who might be able to figure out what the hell's going on here. So, Sacuspis, the captain bursts into your quarter and goes, Sacuspis, I need your help. Me in the painting is missing.
Of course, Captain. Not really surprised, because, again, after the trial, I basically recasted Mind Scan, but as a fettered, so I basically felt Captain coming from around
Yes, and it was indeed the captain.
500 meters away. Actually, yeah, I should just like have it that I have it. Actually, even more because I'm not sustaining anything else.
Also, roll me awareness, Kespis.
All right, awareness. Go. Okay, that's quite good. And I'll say to Captain, Captain, give me a moment, I need to think about something. Generally speaking, this does sound like another type of warp shenanigans. There are plenty of horror stories that, because of the warp, various pieces of furniture come to life.
You're in the warp, and not warp, you'd be about here-ish when all this starts happening.
Oh, okay. I even remember a story that one unfortunate soul had to deal with a demon-infested toilet. Quite a bad way to go. But considering that we left the warp, I guess I take it that probably we should expect those kinds of shenanigans.
But you guys are still in the warp.
Oh, okay. Alright, still warp traveling, but okay.
Like, if you left the warp right now, you'd be there.
Okay. But yes. Although, to be fair, seeing that Galar fields continue to work, I hope they continue to work. That's interesting, but that sounds to me like a typical case of Warp doing its own business and making the painting come to life.
Well, yes, but it's not the painting. This is how I wandered off the painting. You see, Marius is very clearly disturbed by this whole thing.
You son of a bitch.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Madius, you're bursting into Jace's chambers.
You what?
You're entering Jace, the captain of your guard, and General Commander's chambers. I
Okay.
mean, you did call him.
All right. Mm-hmm. What do I see in his chambers? Hmm.
You see a very, very annoyed-looking Jace doing paperwork while in his power armor.
No, not in his power armor.
Not in his
I mean,
power armor, okay.
Very uncomfortable.
I suppose that just makes him more annoyed.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
probably like a gun sitting on the desk.
Yeah.
Just looks at it like longingly every now and then as he keeps doing paperwork. Marius, like, he opens the door like, I'll be coming to you just in a moment. It's like his fist. Jace, come with me. Why are you doing paperwork?
Because I'm the security chief of this ship, sir. I have to organise security teams, patrols, armaments.
That's what you had assistants and secretaries for.
You would think, but the Imperial Guard are good for one thing and one thing only, and that's shooting.
It's like the thing is, he does. This is what he has to deal with after all of them.
Yeah.
Yes. It was half as much paperwork before he set the Imperial Guard to fixing it. Well, either way, Jace, would you kindly put down the pen and stop your gun and get in the armor because I need your assistance.
So yes, sir. As Jace gets into his armor, power fist in each hand, storm bolter mounted to his forearms,
Mm-hmm.
and then he follows the. I'm not going to
Marius
say.
Strange just shakes his head at the sticking storm bolt to your forearm. You're going to poke out someboodi's eyes with that one day.
I'm going to poke somebody's eyes out with this as he holds up like a finger from the power fist.
Yes. I'm just
Let's
imagining. Yeah,
Let's
right.
get going.
All right.
The idea of there being two of you running around, quite frankly, makes me sick.
Yep, as he said, as we're heading towards Agasbus, he calls Sigma. What are you doing, Sigma?
He is currently working on a top secret project.
Yeah. As you are like excitedly doing your project, having a good time, you suddenly get a call from the captain. Sigma, I need your assistance. Hurry up towards Agasbus' room.
I'm bound to serve.
I can hear the loathing. Good to hear, Marius says, and closes the vox call.
So Kespis, as you're talking to Madius, you sense Sigma, Madius, and Jace all coming towards you.
Now that is quite peculiar.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Zoggle,
Zug zug.
you're working in your armory doing orc things, and the captain bursts into the room, except he seems a bit more greener than usual.
Ooh, you look like you feeling better? Nice shade of green.
Madius, you look down at yourself, and indeed, your skin is green.
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course. Scratches his head. Yes, I need your assistance. Will you kindly hurry up?
You sure?
Of
If I
course.
take finger off button, whole ship might explode.
Mario blinks once, blinks twice.
You
Why
see
have
that
you made a
Zoggle is
button?
currently.
Sorry,
You
right?
see that Zoggle currently is holding like one of those like staple easy buttons kind of thing. It's just like a red button that he's pushing down in a casing, and it's attached to absolutely nothing.
Zoggle, why have you made a button that if you let go, it explodes the ship? That's the opposite idea of a button. That is a trip mine.
Question is, why didn't you think of it first?
Zoggle, okay, here. Mario like picks up something reasonably heavy, puts it on the button, like has Zoggle put down the button, places it on the button. Now come with me, we need to speak to Sigismus.
Ooh, this is why you in charge. You're smart.
and yes, Sigismus, as you sense the last group, you also sense Mattias and Zoggle approaching.
Commenting on the older outfit. Yes, indeed, Mario says. I was just thinking about back home when I still had all the painters and artists to paint me. Though next time I'll remember to wear something less green. And shakes his head.
Yes. All three groups converge in Sigismus's room at once, and Sigismus is probably starting to feel somewhat uncomfortable with so many people in his room. Just a sec.
That is quite a conundrum. Because if I just held that one of those bodies is inhabited by a twisted warp soul, then I would just, blast it to pieces. But as it happens, all three of them, well, they do have Captain's soul.
I think I'm going to feel physically sick.
Yes. All three of them have the same soul. The one with Zoggle looks somewhat green and slightly larger and more buff. The one that has been talking to Sigismus is wearing an older uniform and seems somewhat vibrant and healthy. And the one with Jace and Sigma looks like he's been losing sleep, is like bags under his eyes, and just generally unwell. Somewhat panicked.
Looks around and left and right like something is terribly, terribly wrong, which is not made better when he enters the room and there's two of him. I'm already there waiting for him.
Well, there's only one solution to this.
It loads powers.
I have to believe, by the way, that Ghost of Christmas past, present, and the future is a fucking orc. Like, how did this happen? God damn it. Matt.
I vote that all the Mattiases start fighting, and whoever lives gets to proclaim themselves as the real Mattias.
He just takes a look at you, gives you a fucking middle finger.
All three of them do.
Well, alternatively, we could hire them as more servants.
All three Mariuses say at the same time, "We are not. I am not a servant."
Yeah, well, you sure as shit ain't a captain right now because there's only one.
Having a quick lobotomization can't fix.
3 hands go to the gun, 3 hands stare straight at you for a moment before, presuming that this was a joke. Yeah, not something you would actually do.
Joke?
Oh boy.
Are there, I don't think there'd be like a specific, card or what have you device that proves Mattias as the captain?
Mm,
If there is, all three of them have it.
yeah. Actually,
All four have a writ of trade.
that might actually be one note, because one of these is a painting before Marius became a rogue trader, back from when home, back in the system.
That's a very good point. However,
Mm-hmm.
they all seem to have the same memories and seem to be the same person.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I think it's fair to ask for them to present the writ of trade.
Mm-hmm. As noted, all three of them pulls out the same writ of trade. Mm-hmm.
I will say the writs are slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
The one that the tired-looking Mattias has a somewhat more faded writ. The vibrant-looking Mattias has a looks like it was almost just written.
Mm-hmm.
And the green Mattias, his writ, while has all of the correct symbols and signatures, seems to be
Written in
written
crayons.
by an orc.
By an orc. See, Marius says, I am Marius. Marius, the real Marius says, I am but the right one. These two, he points out. Joe, you, he says, pointing at the vibrant one. You belong back in the painting. You're not meant to be running out there and annoying me. And you, who are you even? Looks at the orc one. Mm.
Yeah, I feel like there's a question there that needs to be answered
Mhm.
but stronger.
before I start shooting.
So can I do a logic check to see if Sigma would know about theoretical physics and like multiverse theory?
I mean, that'd be a knowledge warp.
That is a jump and a half.
Can I roll?
Yes,
Because that's forbidden knowledge.
yes.
You know what?
My
I'm gonna spend a fate point to give myself plus
Does he
10.
gain plus 10 or plus 30 from the captain aiding him? Mm.
I don't think it
Would you
starts.
say that your buff stacks with yourself?
No, you can only have one captain, I'm afraid.
Right, so with me spending fate points.
So while I would normally say if you had 3 captains you would get a plus 30,
Mhm.
you have 1 captain and they're all giving you the same buff.
Mhm.
Yeah, so target number is 86 for me.
And so it's not
Nice.
that it doesn't stack, it's that the captain's giving you the buff.
Mhm.
Okay, it's not Singe Blessed, but yeah, I got like, hold on, we have 3 and with the plus 10.
Did you re-roll it?
No, that's 10. That's for Charmed. I rolled a 3. So that's my target number is 86.
I was just wondering why you rolled the d10.
Yeah, because of the...
Yeah, it's
right,
only plus
because
10.
I had to spend fate point to give myself plus 10 before rolling.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we've actually been
So-
making use of that stuff.
That's like fucking 9 degrees of success?
So- Anything to do
18.
with the multiverse theory would easily be something to do with the warp. And there has been cases before of ships exiting the warp that had all of the correct documentation, but had never existed previously. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
And just as there have been ships that have disappeared without a trace and have just been assumed lost. You do not sense any warp-tate. Well, let me correct that. You sense warp-tate on all 3 of them, but not like corruption. If that makes sense. Like it's not good because it's warp and it's a warp thing, but it's not like demon caused.
Hold on, Captain. When you are giving your story, like you're not the first one trying to do this to fix this, right? Like there were like other yous traveling here in the past.
And he just blinks once. Yes, indeed. That's part of why I'm so worried, he says, looking at
Then
the other.
I shrug and
how do I
say, you see, the relation between materium and immaterium is sometimes goes both ways. What is believed in materium affects the immaterium and stuff like that. So my guess is that because of the whole significance of many use, before trying to do the whole thing against Captain Red-Eye, this same story playing over and over again, that gained so much significance that in these regions where the warp gets very finicky, we are seeing effects like this one.
Are you,
Like,
are you telling me that my past or future selves are all coming together with me? Are these people who lost their lives in this world coming back, thinking they're still going, trapped in another?
consider them echoes of different times.
Yeah, okay, that's a great explanation. But why does one of them start? Why is one of them resembling more of an orc than anything else?
Mm-hmm.
You can look. If you could explain warp with complete logic and sense, then it wouldn't be warp.
Marius holds up a hand. Zogol, to you, which one of us two, he points at the orc and himself, looks more me like your captain?
You just slowly see Zalba like get up close, start like examine both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Touching like random parts of your face on the faces, and then just start scratching his head. Looks between you,
Mm-hmm.
scratches the head again, and
Mm-hmm.
that one as he points to both of you.
Both at the same time. Mm.
The perfect gif.
Is it the Spider-Man thing?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just what Jace may eventually just end up doing.
Oh. I mean, if you're not careful, that might be Orc Madius.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun.
I mean, Jace would take on Orc Matius, it'll be fine.
Marius pulls out the shotgun. Goodbye, baby.
Orc Madius gets chosen as the true Madius and becomes a werewolf.
Marius. Ah, yes, I am now an orc, guys. Orc. Mm. Look, Marius says, the original one says, you, he says, and points towards the vibrant one, belong back in my painting. You're a reminder of when things didn't go pear-shaped, all before. The painting, Marius, responds. No, I do not belong back. There was a time when we were better, gooder, and stronger. Look at you, you're barely holding together, a scrap of your old self. I am the real Matthias, the one before you disgraced yourself, started abandoning it. Orc Marius goes, yes, I am me, Magios, Orc. Says, we're strong together, and regal together, and we shall shoot together. Yes.
I'm gonna kill at least two of you if you don't go back into your respective paintings.
Jace gets the mental message.
I will
is like,
say, Orc Madius does not appear to be from a painting. It looks different than painting Madius. And Skespis, roll me an awareness.
alright, because I'm gonna say Arch-Militant, do you shoot the orc one and I blast the painting one?
You just see my character start getting low nervous. You still orc.
While you're somewhat distracted, you're able to sense Madius approaching.
It seems like we have another one coming.
Oh, for fuck's! By the Emperor's grace.
Jace falls down to his knee, tears in his eyes. I can't handle this anymore.
This one does feel different to the others. It almost feels as though there's something covering his soul. Parts of another soul's covering his soul. Keeping it protected, safe. As a tall, slender, and more purple-skinned with pointy ears, Madius walks into the room.
Fucking hell.
I was about to say, is this specifically like Dark Elder, or is this Chaos looking shit?
Oh, it's like
That is very much Dark Eldar.
Okay.
Because keep in mind, I would have had to I would have had to roll this.
Alright, roll it.
Only against chaos, thank
Okay,
you.
okay.
Yeah, it's Dark Elder.
You don't want to know where the Chaos Mattias is.
Uh-huh. The Dark Elder Matthias walks into the room, looks at you all. No, not looks at you. Looks down at all of you all, and goes, "Why have you not finished off these imposters yet? These troublesome individuals that hearken and tarry my path."
One time I wanted to fail.
He looks at you, straight at you, Jace, and goes, "Soldier, why don't you just do the one thing you're good at and shoot them?"
Wow. It says to the original, oh, some of your previous iterations went really low.
You see,
Did you just
Sigma
fate
powering
point
up
your
his
willpower
power
to
axe.
fail it?
No, I rolled it initially as soon as you saw like the Dark Elder, and then the Dark Elder Matthias started talking down to Jace.
It looks like you willpower it. I want to fail this.
So I rolled it base to start with, and then I rolled it with a -10.
Mhm.
I love that you rolled a 1 on the. I want it to fail this. Rolls a 1.
Yeah, I know.
The ingrained desire to follow orders too strong. Do it.
And then he started, and then the Dark Elder Matthias started talking down to him, going, "You soldier," and that is unfortunately.
Mhm. I had roll, but I do not have a natural agility, and I cannot dodge 10 shots.
Well, you'd only have to dodge 8.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
Okay, well,
Oh, we blasting? Okay, then I guess I'm blasting the vintage one.
He's blasting the Dark Eldar one.
yeah, it's blasting the Dark Elder one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
Like
gonna
the
hold.
Dark Elder ones walked in, gone, "You soldier, why don't you?" And then just Jason's just gone, raise fist, blast. Okay. So what happens with that amount of damage?
I'll quickly roll an agility check first and foremost. Dodge check. Yeah, no, he dodges a couple of them and then he's just obliterated, I suspect.
Yes. Dark Eldar Mattias has less wounds than normal Mattias by 5, I think it would be.
Okay, well, I think he dodges like one shot, and then yeah, the remaining
Slightly
seven.
higher agility, but probably not enough anyways.
Yeah. If I'd rolled high enough, I would have been like, do you have natural agility? Because then he might have been able to dodge it, but yeah.
I have a question. Does that version of the captain have a captain's head on?
I mean, yes. It would have.
Alright, do my characters go over there, pick up the hat and put it on?
I mean, where did you hit him?
I think it goes left. Let me. I've got such a hit locations. Fuck's sake. I think it goes like left leg.
Sikispus, roll me sign of science.
It goes leg,
Alright.
body, arm, head, body.
Alright. 5.6.
You both feel it, and you get a communication from the navigator that the captain has ordered the ship to fly into the warp storm.
Relay the order. Relay the order. We have imposters.
Yes, there are imposters among us.
Mongoose.
The bridge doesn't respond.
I tried to send telepathic comm to navigator.
Yeah, I'm gonna quick separate it back just quickly. I need to tell my dogs something.
Despite knowing that he doesn't like that, but I'm like, no, you are not fucking going to the war storm,
No,
bitch.
So So the
Question.
navigator plots the course, but the navigator doesn't fly it.
Mhm.
The navigator actually has no
Oh.
control of where the ship goes.
That's fair.
He was just telling you, hang on, the captain just told me to plot a course into the warp storm.
Mhm.
Right. We need to get to the bridge.
Yeah. And that is just like hesitates, looks at the fainting one, and then it starts running like towards the bridge. Follow me, everyone.
The other two Madiuses are also running.
Yep, all three of us are just looking.
The Orc Madius seems to have gotten a power claw from somewhere.
He's growing stronger the longer he exists. He's growing more real. Oh no.
Now, I have a question. Did I get the hats that's my headset cut out while going down the basement?
What'd you say? It was left arm that the Dark Eldar Madius was shot in?
The left leg, actually.
Left leg. Yes, then you have the hat.
Alright, then
I was just saying, if it was like chest to head area, then you might not have a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just hear my character just saying, it's like, wait, he's captain now.
It seems a bit spikier than usual.
Oh yeah.
Somewhat darker.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like a skull on the front, it's got like a Dark Eldar symbol.
Mm-hmm. It seems like some of the gold varnishing has been like polished, as if some red liquid has been on it, time and time again. Mm-hmm.
It's not an Eldar symbol you recognize. It would be whatever Madius's clan symbol would be if you were Dark Eldar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're all booking it towards the helm. Mm-hmm. As we feel the ship turn. Mm-hmm. 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 Tau Marius.
There is no
Yes.
cow level.
As you reach the bridge, how many of you have jaded again?
3 at least. Jace, Marius, and Sakis. Simon, Sigma and Sogol. Either of you have it?
I have the flesh is weak. Count.
Negative.
And then I presume neither of you have it. Mm-hmm.
I need Sigma and Zoggle to both roll me willpower and toughness.
I'll roll toughness. I'm going to automatically assume I'm failing to willpower.
Oof.
How affected by chaos are orcs again?
Oh wow, actually, no.
Oh nice! Oh nice!
Did I actually pass that?
Yes.
Literally narrow. You are inspired by Orc Matthias, like standing next to you. Mm.
I'm going to reroll my roll.
Orc Matthias is giving
by
you
the
a plus
way,
10 in that toughness.
Orc Thaddeus does count as a full orc for your traits.
Does that mean I could use I'm the biggest on it?
He's the captain. I have a feeling that you might have it used against you.
Well, I mean, would you use I am the biggest on the captain, who is your captain and in charge?
Well, considered I now have a captain's hat
Or-
on me,
Or would you believe that since Orc Mattias is the captain, he should be bigger?
All right. Does Marius grow? Orc
Yes,
Marius grow even
as you
bigger?
guys are running, you notice that Orc Mattias seems slightly taller than Zoggle.
Oh man.
It seems to be growing buffer as well,
Mhm.
getting
Like
some
the-
tusks going.
The longer Orc Marius is in reality, the worse things are gonna get. But we don't have time to deal with it. We're fucking heading into the war.
So, does that make him one step higher than hulking?
Like, starting to get hawking, like, Orc Mattias is hawking, but not bigger by a step. He's like a couple inches taller. A noticeable amount, but not like a size difference larger.
All
I
right.
got back.
So what do we see as we burst through the doors to the helm?
Well,
What did I miss?
Orc
Wow.
Marius is going bigger and more dangerous.
I will end it here as well because it's getting a bit later, and I know Simon probably has to go soon.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Simon, you get 5 insanity for your failed willpower.
Did we roll it? So
Yeah.
Oh, I see that. Yeah. Zoggle, did you want to reroll your toughness?
No, as I said, Orc Marius was giving him +10 on the toughness.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I
And then
didn't
he
reroll
passed
it.
that. Okay, so then yeah. Okay, you're both fine. Inside the bridge, it has been changed into a temple to Slanesh, you would think, given the activities and designs going on. You see Mattias sitting in his captain's chair, which seems to be made of gold and jewels, drinking what looks like a very, very rich wine.
Mm-hmm.
While the rest of the bridge seems to be acting as if it were a fancy noble ball, like walking around, talking to each other, chatting, eating very fine foods and fruits and wine, and you have no idea where all this came from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
And how would Chaos Mattias welcome everyone else to the bridge?
As the door bursts open, he doesn't even turn towards you. He just raises a hand, and you see one of the servants kneel in front of you. Greeting, my esteemed guest. As the servant slits its own throat, lowering itself to prostrating in front of you. I welcome you all. Please accept my humble offering. It's but a small one, but there'll be much more to indulge. Please drink. As multiple of the servants haul one of the finest bowls down to the bloodstream that pours from its throat, filling it up and holding it out towards all of you. We have much to discuss before we're all delivered to my master's grace.
I have a quick question.
I was. Can I ask my question first?
Yeah, go for it.
At what point does Jace open fire? There it is.
That very much depends. I imagine he's going to just charge straight at Chaos Mattias. But my question was, what about this?
Do you take your helmet off so that they can see your face?
Yes.
So as this is happening, they're performing this, and he's just yes, Matthias, you'll be the first to drink as you pull off the helmet.
All of the servants start cowering in fear. However, Chaos Mattias is not looking at you and does not suffer the fear. Also, I think... Wait, no. Mattias is very specifically the one that you're not immune to fear. Everyone else is. So actually,
what happens is everyone starts kneeling, and then just Marius just please, we have still a ball to go. As they stagger back up, the smiles return to their faces, and they start walking off. Marius still looking forward towards the helm, towards the great chaos storm that waits. Has yet to turn to look at you. You are too far beneath him, Jason.
And it seems that the Chaos Mattias has even overridden part of the safeguards, as the shields are open while the Gala field is still up. He is indeed looking out into the warp, and the Chaos Storm almost seems to be reaching out to embrace you.
Tech Priest, get the Gallifield's back online.
They are online.
Gallifield's working at functional capacity.
It's when Imperial ships go into the warm, they put blast shields basically down on every possible view outside. Those are open. So that people aren't looking into the warp, and you guys are currently looking out into the warp. It's not very it's actually somewhat painful.
Okay, well in that case then it'll be a case of get those blast shields closed again.
And like shudders, I guess. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what the exact term would be.
Oh, I feel like blast shield probably makes. Yeah, shutters, blast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I presume this is where we end it. That the warp starts like reaching out towards the ship.
Yes.
Arius sitting in his glorious chair, servant standing in front of him, as if awaiting you all with a feast.
In case you're wondering, that first thing you rolled was reality erosion. And its walls might melt, statues and pictures come to life, or gravity itself may become twisted, and it's all just come from that.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. Mm.
And it all the Painting Mattias came from that. Orc Mattias came from me getting Zoggle involved, and then the rest just fell off from there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah. I quite enjoyed this finale. It's so fitting as well, by the way. We're heading towards Red Eye, you know, the guy who is a clone, who clones are then sent against. And then more clones start showing up because warp shenanigans love a pattern, don't they?
Like, if I want to continue it, I can think of 2 more Mattiases that can show up. Tal Mattias, as mentioned, and Space Marine Mattias.
Jace is like, maybe I chose the wrong captain.
And I will say, if Space Marine Mattias is the one that survives, I will let you take control of Space Marine Mattias.
Alright, but what chapter is it from?
Ravens, you know, the guys who steal everything.
Not Raven.
That's the only chapter.
Fucking
I'll do
magpies.
700 experience.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I guess I could do a Mechanicus Mattias as well.
That's true. That could be interesting.
Oh god, it's going to be even more insufferably arrogant. Fuck.
How much XP do we get?
700.
Actually, I'll tell you about. We've already killed Dark Elder, Mattias.
I'm so sad I didn't keep making. I had like I was thinking about insulting lines for everyone in the party, but he just died too quickly.
He should have someone else
Eldar
first.
Mattias show up.
True.
Wait, Eldar Mattias.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
killed Dark
Eldar
Elder.
Mattias.
No, it's just normal Elder Mattias.
Does he have an Eldar Power Blade?
I'll probably have to look into Eldar, and I don't think an Eldar Mattias would work very well, because I'm pretty sure an Eldar Mattias would just be another Dark Eldar Mattias.
I mean, if you want to go for dual-wielding sword fighting route, I suppose.
I'm just imagining Mattias as a Tyrannid.
It's just a fucking
Tyrannid Mattias.
Yeah, Gene Stealer Mattias.
That's what's going on in the farms.
Oh my god.
Or Tau Mattias, who's just telling everybody to calm the fuck down.
Even better, the farms are currently a fight between Tau Mattias fighting for the greater good and Tyrannid Mattias fighting because everyone's hungry.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, Tal Mattias is going to be on the other side of like the bridge or the corridor or whatever, just firing from like 300 meters away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do have the stats for their battle suits.
Oh yeah.
Fucking show up in a mech suit. I don't know how to.
All of a sudden, Tau Mattias teams up with Groot Mattias.
I'm curious if there's like a stat block for like, because I know that there's the Croots, but is there like a stat block for like just like normal Tau?
Yes, I also have rules to make Tau characters.
Haha.
Like I can think of voices for all of these, but I don't know how Tau are supposed. Am I just to be peace loving and happy, or like what's Tau's?
You
section?
just you
Tau
know exactly.
are on the surface like peace loving and happy, but they're very much more let's say Soviet Union kind of style.
Yeah, very preachy about the greater good.
And everyone has their place in society.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see how do we do this. Soldier Jace, stand forward. Sacrifice behind. You must use your mind powers to do this. We must all serve our part in the greater good if we are to save this ship and everyone on board. Uh-huh.
Yeah, thanks for telling me how to do my job.
Uh-huh. You're welcome.
Took a lot of shit for somebody in melee range.
That is
Oh god.
I'm just imagining Sigma and the Mechanicus Mattias just standing in the background, just looking at all the chaos.
Mechanicus Marius.
Not
It is
doing
good-
anything.
It is good to meet you, friend. How do I say? I'm sorry to say that my previous compatriot had no true understanding of the glories of the machineries. This old ship is a rust bucket flying through a sea of storms. How do I say?
Very, finally, someone who gets me.
I do not know what is going on. All I know is that I must kill. Oh, do I get two more? Do I get two more wounds?
I mean,
Probably.
to be fair, if you wanted to go really deep into it, instead of like, it's only like Slanish cultists, you can still get Matthias that is like Tzeentch, Khorne, and Nurgle worshipper.
I mean, I could. I specifically asked what alignment Chaos Mattias would be. I guess I could see a Khorne Mattias.
I feel like more like team should like hold like plans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mattias never really been that whole like. I suppose Nurgle could show us well like a Mattias that gave up. It's just like there's no point in fighting against Captain Red Eye. We're all dead, all gone anyway. What point is going for old grudges, old deeds? Just lie down, go with the rest of them, rot, perish, and go beyond. Something like that could work as well.
You know,
I mean, Nurgle Mattias because he loves everyone and is just trying to share and spread the wealth, or I mean, diseases.
Yes. Do not worry, friend. I've understood everything. There's no need to fight. No need to kill anything. Just taking my gifts. I'm so selfish, but so holding it all in. Please partake as he holds up a jeweled gauntlet swollen with worms and rot. Take it from me, hand shaking with this desire to give you, to show you the grace of his lord.
I've always wanted to say this, Captain, but I'm getting sick of your shit.
Yeah. The only one I don't feel like is Khorne. Like I could definitely do a Khorne. Like it's just, but yeah, Mattias never
Just
really.
screams and starts trying to kill people.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm curious about like what Chaos Gods our characters would if they would mostly align with. I mean, obviously it's Khorne for Jace. It can't be anything else.
As I said, Slaanesh for Mattias just makes sense. Overindulge.
Tzeentch for the Psyker, obviously. Not at all like it's not racial profiling, but you know what I mean.
Psyker Mattias.
What would Sigma be?
Oh, Psycho Mattias, that could work.
Just Tzeentch Mattias looks completely exactly like normal Mattias, but is also a Psyker.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I think I need to go.
Yeah,
Alright.
thanks, guys. Have a good
As
one.
well.
Uh,
Yeah, thanks for the session.